This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good morning, Dave, Mathias. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful morning?
I'm doing great, Angel. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty excellent, my friend. It's a good morning, I must say. Definitely a good morning in Trinidad and Tobago. It's a great pleasure to connect with you. What part of the world are you in right now?
I'm actually in Marrakesh, Morocco. So first time I got here a few weeks ago. I've been living here for about another week, and then I head off to Rome, Italy for a little bit.
Wow. How's the food in Morocco?
You know, that's the $1 million question, right? Like I've had a lot of tagine, right? So
Right.
tagine's good, but there's only so much tagine you want. But it's been tagine.
Well, my friend, do tell us which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
I think it's my talent on connecting with people, because we are connected through a connection that I had reached out to somebody actually via the internet, Ellen, and Ellen then had connected us. And so, I think connecting is the talent that led us together.
So who did you learn that from? Is it someone in your family? Is it a friend? Who did you learn that from?
That's a good question. I don't know if there's any one person. I think it's just a variety of people that you see. I think people that are, successful in life, not necessarily just career, but life, are people that connect with other people in a genuine format. So can't say it's one specific person, but a variety of folks in my life.
Well, let's dig into that genuineness. Ooh, who did you learn that from? To be genuine.
That's a good question. Genuine. Well, I think I've had so many experiences with people that were less genuine that you learn like you don't like that. So I think it's maybe the lessons of hard knocks with some people. At the same time, I've had a couple of folks. One that's passed on, unfortunately. That growing up, was sort of like almost like a surrogate father that. Was a very genuine person. So I think that's one person that could attribute it to.
Now, there are many things that you're doing. One of them that I must bring forth is you are a fellow podcaster.
Yes. Love the podcasting, right?
Yeah, definitely. You say podcaster, I say family podcaster. So tell us about a bit about your podcast, please.
Yeah, so I have this podcast called Data Able with Matt Jesser, and Matt and I talk with people everything about data. We try to stay away from the technical components of data and analytics and really focus on the softer side of what we call data science and data analytics. And so I don't know how many episodes we have recorded right now, but we have a fair amount, not anywhere near yourself, and we actually have this big backlog. So we just recorded another episode yesterday or day before. It's the days blend together, but we've been recording a lot, so we have a good backlog now. So check us out, Data Able. If you Google Data Able podcast or catch it on one of your podcast catchers, you'll find it.
Now tell us what you do for business, please, Dave.
Yes, so that's the complicated thing. So I have a couple of different businesses. One is on data analytics, so hence also the podcast is very related to that. So Matt and I have a business together called Beyond the Data, and we focus on helping organizations both strategize and implement data culture, data literacy, those types of items. So we work with medium and large size organizations there. Also have a side business. More my creative side of business is a events and conferences business. So I love bringing people together in person and engaging with groups of people. And so I'd done a lot of this for fun, volunteer basis and different organizations and such, and actually started creating a little bit business out of it on some conferences, and events around, trying to bring people together in authentic experiences.
Ooh, we should do something in the Caribbean. There's so many people who want to come to the Caribbean right now.
Yeah, so because I came from Minnesota where I was at in December, and man,
I can imagine.
Everyone wants to flee there.
Yeah. Well, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Yeah, so I think one thing that I've done consistently is I've said yes to a lot of things. So I've, when opportunities have come up, saying yes and taking those opportunities on. And I'm actually in the process where I'm like, okay, I need to say no a little bit more. But I think one of the things when you say yes a lot and, especially things that are maybe not as comfortable, that you'll enjoy and learn new things and develop your skills and develop yourself as a person.
How does it make you feel seeing what you've accomplished from now to then in your life?
I feel good. I mean, I feel good where I'm at in my life. At the same time, I'm probably the overly driven person, the type A person which is actually one of the things I'm trying to get better at is to appreciate the moment you're in. So one of the things that I'm doing here in Morocco, and I was in Cape Town last month, and is really trying to take in the moments too, and not just always look for the future. So so I feel good with what I've accomplished, but at the same time, just trying to enjoy where I'm at today.
Now, the headsets, I think it's moving and it's.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Yeah, okay. All right, there we go. So why would you suggest to someone that's listening, Dave, that they do that? I mean, you've had your fair run around the countries, right? Why would you suggest to others who are looking up at you and thinking, I want to be like Dave when I grow up? Why would you suggest to do what you've done by deciding to take in the moment, if you would?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just starts with a conscious effort of every day, what are you doing today? What are you going to enjoy today? And you want to still think about the future and not let yourself not plan and be in a bad state later. But at the same time, if you have an opportunity to take a trip and, meet new people or go to a dinner that you don't with people you don't know, those types of things, say yes and just enjoy it. And don't pick up the phone, don't look at those screens so much, and get out and be in the moment.
Totally agree. Again, amazing audience. You're hearing it live from, I almost said live, because he's living life. You're hearing it live from Dave Mathias. Again, he's the co-host of Data Able and his business Beyond the Data LLC. Check him out. Dave, let's switch gears for a moment now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Dave,
I'm jealous. I don't have water here right now.
Dave, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Yeah, so my earliest childhood memory was an early birthday party. It actually isn't as vivid as you would expect, or maybe I would expect. It was probably 2 or 3 years old, so that was my earliest childhood memory.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I think it's probably just because it's noise and people and, cake and candles and those types of things. I think it's just something that sort of stands out as a kid that, it makes sense because it's a celebration and it's probably focused on me. So you might remember it more. So that's what I'm guessing. That's why it was the first one.
How do you see it connecting to who you are today?
That's, I don't know if it does. I would say I'm not sure if it does because it's not like I have that many, like, even when I think like between 2 and 5, I don't have like that many memories. I have more like, I'd say 5 and on, which I don't know if that's typical or not. I haven't researched, when people like how many memories they have as a little kid. But so I'm not sure how it connects to. Maybe I like to be the center of attention. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you
Sure.
created in my mind? Yeah, I love the fact that that's what you're doing now. Like one of the things you said that you do is that you have events, you help, but you're in the behind of the scenes, right? But you're doing it, and having a reason to do the event is important, one, but definitely setting it up in a way where everyone is the center of attraction, where they're getting to connect to people that I'm guessing change their entire lives and where they're going, help along the way, if you would. Well, yeah, it's like having a birthday party every single time, my friend.
That's a great interpretation. I did not think of that. Cool.
You're welcome. You're welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
So maybe this dates me a little bit, but Bon Jovi, "Living on a Prayer." I was looking back at like at 12, because 11 versus 12 versus 13. But yeah, when I looked at the music that was out that year, I was like, oh yeah, that was one I was probably listening to the most, and I would have said my favorite back then.
Sweet. Wasn't it a fun experience just looking back at the music that you used to listen to back then?
Yes, yeah, and I had to check a couple different years too, because certain music you still listen to, even when you're an adult, and you're like, some stuff that is fairly dated. But I haven't listened to Bon Jovi in a while. But yeah, no, it was a fun little time machine.
That's wonderful. All right, my friend. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here. You ready, Dave?
I'm ready.
Dave, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Not a single person, but a number of people.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No children.
Sorry, you were about to say something after.
No, I said yes, my beautiful wife Jen, but no children. But I have a dog, a Westie.
Sweet. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Well, I have a few inner circles, so they don't necessarily intersect. But yes, different inner circles of friends.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Only when it's sports.
All right. What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Well, for work, yes, more than 8 hours a day during the work days.
Dave, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, Dave Mathias, what would you say that is?
Yeah, so what I would say is live your life, but help others along the way.
Love it. Dave, this was such a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, I mean, just like we were talking about, I think, take today and try to make something of it and live your life in the moment, and try to get yourself out of the screen, other than, of course, we have to do in the workplace.
Love it. Totally agree. Dave Mathias, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you, Angel.
You're welcome.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.